Hi friends, welcome back. I'm Katie, and today I am going to walk you through our new home and what everything looked like when we first moved in.
If you're new here, welcome. My name is Katie. I'm a licensed professional counselor, neuroscientist, and a mom to 2 young boys. About 3 years ago, my husband left active duty military service and we moved from Washington, D.C. closer to home so that we could raise our boys in a more rural environment closer to those that we love. We purchased an older home that had never been renovated since its time of construction, and we hope that you enjoy following along as we turn it into a thrifty and budget-friendly version of a New England cottage-style colonial home. From juggling motherhood of 2 young boys surrounded by nail guns and staples, to removing and ripping out pink carpet from all of our bathrooms, we hope that you enjoy following along as we make this house our home.
We were very blessed with this house to be able to move into a large home on a beautiful lot that was close to family. The house was built in the early 1990s, and as you can see from these pictures, not a ton of it was renovated since that time. I think the previous owner really cared a lot about the home and took good care of it, but also it was very apparent that maybe some of the style wasn't in alignment with our style. It was an estate sale, so the previous owner had passed away, and it had a lot of things that I could tell she had put energy and effort into styling and paint and picking out wallpaper. It just really wasn't our personal style. So it was kind of a neat opportunity to make it our own when we purchased it. Structurally sound, but not necessarily fitting our aesthetic style. You can see there were some little quirky things. A lot of the upstairs trim was a mauve color, so the boys' closet doors was a pinky mauve. All of the upstairs, the guest room and the master bathroom and the boys' bedrooms had a pinky mauve trim, and closet doors, as I mentioned before, there were some interesting valances and some color choices. Unfortunately, a lot of the woodwork in the house was actually laminate and veneer and not actually solid wood. So this bathroom is the master bathroom. It's pretty tight space. All these cabinets, unfortunately, are a veneer, so I couldn't even really effectively sand them down and restain them, which was my original intention. And the tile was a little bit grody, and the rest of the bathroom actually had pink and green carpet in it. This is the entryway hallway. A lot of it was linoleum, and the little decorations above all the door frames were actually put on with liquid nails. So when they were supposed to be removed before we purchased the house, and then they were left, and when we went to take them down, they all ripped the drywall. So it actually ripped the paper right off the drywall. So I had to do a lot of drywall repair initially. This bathroom kind of gives you a good depiction of what it looked like. So it was a lot of kind of fun, but not necessarily our style wallpapers, Formica counters, and the cabinets. The majority of the cabinets in the house are either the laminate that I mentioned and veneer, or they were I think it's mylar coating. I'm not entirely sure. They're that heat wrapped, heat shrinked coating. So this is our family room, which we really love, and it actually had a pretty neutral carpet in it. The problem was the carpet, I don't think had ever been switched out, and so it was pretty kind of heavy with allergens, and I have a son that has some immune system and respiratory issues, and so changing out the carpets and being really cognizant of mold in the home was something that mattered a lot to me. I know that us sanding down the wood trim was extremely contentious with everybody, but it's something that just felt right for our style. And again, even the windows were different types of wood. Some had been replaced more recently than others, and so even though they had a similar appearance, they could not all be stained. I originally wanted to do a dark almost a mahogany color stain with them, but that was just not possible with them all being different types of wood and materials. This fireplace is another example. It's actually a wood burning fire with a chimney. The chimney needed to be reparged because it had the possibility of leaking carbon monoxide into the house. I love a good wood burning fireplace, but the shiny gold just isn't really our style. So this was one of the things that I wanted to like change somehow. When we first moved in, I knew it had to like get switched up a little bit. The kitchen had this stained glass in it, and while beautiful and I'm sure meaningful to the family that lived here before, it really wasn't me. Our first floor alone had at least four different types of flooring in it. So it had this like tile in the entryway into linoleum. It had hardwood in a teeny tiny room, and then 2 or 3 different types of carpet in just the downstairs. And the kitchen and main living area had this like peel and stick flexible plastic trim. So it wasn't wood. It was just very, very kind of like odd and quirky and mismatched. And the cabinets looked in the kitchen, they were the heat shrink cabinets, and they seemed like almost like a mismatched kit that had been purchased at a discount and thrown together. So when we first moved in, we definitely got to work right away on making some changes and saved up for floors for the whole downstairs over time. We were really excited to start figuring out how to make this our own and putting our own spin on things and learning how to do a lot of these renovations along the way. So I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you follow along and see how we turn this house into more of a home for ourselves. We're learning a lot and making mistakes along the way, but it's a hobby for us, and we're having a great time while we do it.